as we continue to strive in our endeavors. We thank you, O Father, for these children, these students, and the institutions represented here alike. We pray that your grace will continue to be sufficient for us all. Father, we commit this day into your hands, as your word declares that whatever we commit to you, you're able to keep it. So we say thank you. Let your blessings be upon us all, even as we leave today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Okay, thank you, Marion. And now we can get started. We will have a few remarks, brief remarks. We'll start off with Mr. Jaron Burnett. He's the Senior Operations Manager at the ECSE. We will then he will be followed by Ms. Samantha Lewis. She's the Head, Policy Data Analysis and Regulatory Innovation Division of the Commission. And then we'll have, followed by her, we'll have Joycelyn Blake Brown, Deputy Chief Education Officer at St. Vincent and the Grenadines, to bring you some brief remarks, okay? So let's welcome them.
Thank you, Luca, and good morning to everyone joining in person and online. So October the 19th, 2001 marked the launch of the first securities market in the currency union, linking the 8 member territories, creating a single continuous market with a common securities act and a single regulator, the Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission, a single exchange, the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange, and other market institutions, including a Central Securities Registry and a Central Securities Depository. Over time, market development saw the registry being wound up and its function subsumed by the Eastern Caribbean Central Securities Depository. The ECSE is a fully electronic exchange which facilitates the buying and selling of securities, including corporate stocks and bonds and government securities. It also facilitates the primary issuance and secondary trading of corporate and government securities. The ECSE, along with its member broker-dealers, the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, First Citizens Investment Services Limited, the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, the Bank of Saint Lucia Limited, the Bank of Nevis Limited, and St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank Limited, together with the regulator for the Eastern Caribbean securities market, and is committed to educating the ECCU populace about investing in the ECSM and about opportunities to grow and invest and grow their wealth. Collectively, we have all undertaken several initiatives that target young people on a country-by-country basis, collaborating with junior achievement programs and schools to educate young persons. We worked closely together to host this investment competition, which is unique in its structure, in that it reaches across the currency union, targeting schools through 5th and 4th form high school students and first-year college students. The objectives of the competition include to spread awareness to the youth on the existence of the ECSM and its market institutions, to introduce and educate young persons across the ECCU about investing in securities and wealth creation, to spread awareness to the youth and, by extension, teachers and parents about the process for purchasing and selling securities and the role of a licensed broker-dealer, and to excite and inspire young persons to learn more about investing and to become more active and to become participants in the market in the future. As part of this competition, an investment education webinar was held preceding the commencement of the competition, which was run in 2 segments. Firstly, there was an inter-country portion of the competition where schools in each of the ECCU member countries competed for the top prize. And the winner of the inter-country segment then went on to compete to vie for the title of Regional Schools Investment Competition Champion. And we are here today to acknowledge the achievements of the schools that participated in the 2024 edition of the competition. I would like to congratulate all 23 schools that took part because you all did a great job. But we must highlight the winners today, starting with the winners of the inter-country segment of the competition. First up, from Antigua, we have Green Magnets Enterprises, from the Irene B. Williams Secondary School. From Dominica, we have Market Masters from the Arthur Waldron Seventh-day Adventist Academy. From Grenada, we have Boys on the Hill Investment Club from the Grenada Boys Secondary School. We have CHSS Emerging Investors from the Choiseul Secondary School in Saint Lucia. From St. Kitts and Nevis, we have Innovative Traders from Sadler Secondary School. And last but most certainly not least, from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have Adelphi Enterprise of Adelphi Secondary School. Adelphi Enterprise was the country winners of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and they emerged as the regional school champion in the regional round of the competition. And today we will recognize all the country winners and the overall regional champion, Adelphi Enterprise, and award them for their commendable achievements. We hope that the knowledge and experience that you would have gained from the competition remains with you as you get older, and we look forward to all of you becoming investors in the market and starting to build your investment portfolio as soon as possible. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of the ECSE, the ECSRC, and the licensed member broker-dealers, I take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners with special kudos to Adelphi Secondary School on achieving the top prize. Thank you.
Pleasant good morning to everyone. So it is such an honor to be here this morning representing the Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission, the ECSRC, as we celebrate the achievements for these young investors who have participated in the regional school investment competition. By participating in this competition, you took a bold step into the world of investing, demonstrating curiosity, strategic thinking, and a willingness to learn. Your dedication is a testament to the potential of the next generation of investors, the capital market professionals, and innovators. Your willingness to engage with the world of investing and the securities market at such a young age is highly commendable. You are already ahead of the curve in understanding investing concepts that many learn only late in life. I also want to take some time to recognize the ECSE, the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange, and our valued broker-dealers, educators, and mentors who have played a crucial role in making this initiative a success. Your dedication to financial education is shaping a generation that will be better equipped and willing to participate on the Eastern Caribbean Securities Market, the ECSM. The ECSRC is proud to support and collaborate on this investment for the future of our securities market and the next generation of investors. We believe that by engaging and including students in investment education early, we are fostering a culture of responsible investing and ethical market conduct and ensuring the continuity of the ECSM. As a securities regulator, our role goes beyond just setting and enforcing rules. We are here to promote the growth and development of the ECSM while ensuring investor protection. Investor protection is at the heart of what we do. We ensure that the market operates with integrity and that investors have access to accurate and timely information. A well-regulated market is one that fosters trust, innovation, and encourages participation. By maintaining fairness, transparency, and efficiency on the ECSM, we create an environment where investors, both young and old, can invest with confidence. Importantly, we also recognize that the world of investing is evolving rapidly. Technology and innovation are reshaping financial markets, making them more accessible and efficient. Today, investors can trade from anywhere in the world using digital platforms. Artificial intelligence is influencing investment decisions, and blockchain technology is redefining transparency and security. We are fully aware that young people like yourselves have grown up in a digital era where access to financial markets is literally at your fingertips. And that is why we are committed to fostering responsible innovation, encouraging advancements that improve accessibility and efficiency, while ensuring that investor protection remains at the core of everything we do. At the ECSRC, we are committed to ensuring that financial markets remain fair, transparent, and efficient, and inclusive for all generations. So as you continue your journey in the world of investing, remember that having integrity, being responsible, and making informed investment decisions can lead to sustainable investment success. To our winners, congratulations on your outstanding performance. Congratulations also to all participants. The future of the Eastern Caribbean securities market is in great hands, and we look forward to seeing you take it to new levels. Congratulations again, and thank you.
Pleasant good morning to everyone. I'm here representing our Permanent Secretary, Mr. Mickelberg, of the Ministry of Education and National Reconciliation. I know we often say that the children are the future. And this morning when I stepped into the room, I felt it. I felt it. It's something we always say, but we never see the action behind what we say. And to see, I have to really endorse what is being done to encourage our students to learn about investing, even themselves being investors, perhaps encouraging their families and friends to invest. I know for a fact that even if I think of myself now, sometimes when you think of investing, and sometimes because of the market, and it's about taking risk, sometimes you're very hesitant. And even if sometimes you come across good ideas, it's very difficult to persuade persons to invest because of previous experiences. But because of what you have invested, all of the stakeholders would have invested in our students, I am seeing a brighter future for our students. So on behalf of the entire Ministry of Education, I would like to thank all of the organization who would have organized this regional security investment competition for our students. And most importantly, I would like to congratulate the staff and students, Principal Mrs. Anis Latham. I see your deputy here. I see other staff members. Let's hear it for the staff and students of the Adelphi Secondary School. This is indeed a huge accomplishment, and let it not go unnoticed. I know you're celebrating today, but I hope you find some time at school to do a similar celebration, and it should last not just for one day, maybe months, weeks, maybe for the entire school year. A constant reminder to our students. And I know that the students have many benefits that can be redeemed from investing early. I know you have adequate technological skills and you can navigate the internet. You have that at your disposal. Young people tend to be bold. That's what we say, not so? Bold. So I think you're prepared to take the risk as well to invest. I think you, because of the platforms that you normally navigate, you have that competence. I think it will be linked nicely to what you do at school, to your curriculum. Some of you are maybe business students. Even if you're not business students, you're learning practical, lifelong skills that will last you for generations. And these I know you will impart to your children in the future. And you're doing it in a very secured environment. I know in the past, as I said, I can refer to myself. When you're investing, you're taking risk. And I know I have lost because I took risk. But you are now investing and navigating in a very safe and secure environment. Students, although the focus this morning is mainly about financial literacy or about investing and saving for the future, I want to also encourage you to invest in yourselves. Not just about investing for the sake of investing, but I want you to think about what you are gaining and will gain from your educational journey that you can invest in yourselves. You invest the time, efforts, energies. You have relationships. You invest in your relationships, in your friends, and I'm sure your future will even be brighter. So once again, I would like to express thanks on behalf of the entire Ministry of Education for making our sometimes students may tell you that school is boring. But I can see you being involved in this activity. You will not be bored at all. So once again, our gratitude to all of the investors. I beg to acknowledge all the important persons I did not acknowledge before. So thank you so much, and I hope that the students will indeed have a brighter future. Thank you very much.
Thank you to all the presenters, and as you can see, they're extremely proud of all of you students, and they also provided you with lots of inspiration. To provide you with even more inspiration, we have a young man who he's our guest speaker, and I'd like to thank him for so willingly making himself available for this opportunity. His name is Mr. Anson Latchman. Many of you in St. Vincent and Grenadines may know who he is. He was born in the small village of Bayera more than 20 years ago. Did I pronounce it correctly? Bayera. Okay, thanks. The small village of Bayera more than 20 years ago. He is a graduate of the St. Vincent Grammar School, the St. Vincent and Grenadines Community College, and the University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus. He holds a Master of Science in Business and Analytics with distinction. He is a former National Scholar of St. Vincent and Grenadines and is presently employed by the government of St. Vincent and Grenadines as a budget analyst in the Ministry of Finance, where he has written various pieces of government policies and influenced legislation. In 2023, he was appointed as the chairman of the Prime Ministerial Advisory Council on Youth. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming our guest speaker, Mr. Anson Latchman.
Deputy Chief Education Officer within the Ministry of Education, Reconciliation, etc. Representatives from the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange, persons online, students, teachers, media, well-wishers, and everyone who is hearing my voice, pleasant morning to all. I am probably the youngest in the room, but I would like to do a little check-in with the students from Adelphi, because we are here to talk about investment and making money. So let's give this a try. To the fans, the music people here, I will start and you will finish. Money can't change me. We are what? Money changer. Only thing that can satisfy me is a what? A trailer loader? All right. So I guess they're behind in terms of investing because they don't know the songs. But my first order of business this morning is to extend sincere gratitude to every participating school. Your passion, innovative ideas, and steadfast commitment to this regional competition are truly inspiring. To the winning schools, a resounding congratulations. Your achievements have established a new standard for regional school investments. You have demonstrated that young people are actively leading the charge for positive change, not just waiting for the future. This competition wasn't just about stocks and bonds. It was about learning valuable skills, research, critical thinking, risk assessment, and discipline. These are a few of the many skills that will serve you well in any field, not just finance. More importantly, it was about cultivating good investment habits. And that's what I want to leave you with today. Credit must also go to the management and the staff of the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange for organizing this competition. This platform developed by the ECSE removed barriers, allowing our youth to purchase financial instruments regardless of demographic location. You could be living in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and purchasing bonds listed by the government of Grenada or even Saint Lucia. Such investments go beyond just a personal return. Countless benefits could be gained by the government, private companies, a new hotel, a new port, even a new sporting facility like the one we have in Diamond. Take, for instance, you purchase stocks in a bank, or in other words, you own a small portion of the bank. The bank is then able to grow because of your investment, and the additional profits can then be returned to you in the form of dividends. This situation exemplifies the symbiotic relationship between investors and banks and also highlights the circular flow of income. Wow, look at you all, future investors, financial strategists, and wealth builders. You have spent countless hours researching, analyzing, and strategizing in this competition. Regardless of where you're placed, you have all taken a crucial first step. You have stepped into the world of investing. Now, some of you may be thinking, investing, I'm in high school. I'm worried about getting my driver's license, not my investment portfolio together. But I'm here to tell you that the time to start thinking about your financial future is now. You may ask me why. My response would be, because time is your greatest asset. Let's talk about the magic of compound interest. It's like planting a tiny seed that grows into a mighty oak. Imagine investing a small amount of money today. Over time, that money earns interest. Then that interest itself earns interest. That's compound interest, a lot of interest. It's like your money making money for you while you sleep. Just think about it. While you're sleeping, you're getting paid. Here's a simple example. Imagine two friends, John and James. John starts by investing $100 every month from age 18. James starts at age 28. If they both earn an average of 7% annual return, by the time they're 65, John will significantly have more money than Tom. This is so because he gave his money more time to grow by starting his investment earlier. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, all have one thing in common. What are they? They're all millionaires and billionaires. I am sure that one of the greatest wishes of everyone in this room is to become a millionaire. You must be thinking that you have a savings account and that you're well on your way to becoming a millionaire too. Robert Allen once asked, how many millionaires do you know who have become wealthy by investing in savings accounts? A savings account is a very reliable place for emergency funds, given its liquid nature. It's a sure bet, but alas, your earnings will only bring you minimal returns. I implore you to start small, but start now. You do not need a lot of money to even begin. Even small, consistent contributions can make a huge difference over time. Develop a budget. Understand where your money is going. A simple budget can help you identify areas where you can save and invest. Educate yourself. The world of finance can seem complex, but there are countless resources available to help you learn. Read books, listen to podcasts, and take advantage of online courses. Diversify your investments. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Spreading your investments across different asset classes can help reduce risk. Be patient and be persistent. Investing is a long-term game. Do not get discouraged by short-term fluctuations in the market. Stay focused on your long-term goals. You are the future. The decisions you make today will shape your financial future. By starting early, developing good habits, and staying disciplined, you can build a strong foundation for financial success. This competition was just the beginning. The real journey starts now. So, go out there, continue learning, and build the future you deserve. Congratulations again to all of you. You are the future of investing. Be wise, and remember, there is no better platform to start with than that of the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange. I thank you.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to put aside my funds, some for emergencies, and the rest I'm going to invest, right? As the saying goes, the best time to invest was yesterday, and the next best time to invest is? No, exactly. So now we're getting to the exciting part of the program. Well, we had some excitement earlier in terms of inspirational messages, and now we're getting into the awards, right? So first, what we're going to do, as explained, the competition was run in two phases. There's first the intra-country phase, where the schools were competing against each other in the various countries, and the top performer of that country then got to move on to the second phase, which is the regional round. So now we'll first start with honoring and recognizing the country winners. And we have joining us virtually Antigua and Barbuda. So we'll start with Antigua and Barbuda, the school that arose to be the country winner of Antigua and Barbuda was the Irene B. Williams Secondary School and the team Green Magnets Ent. Okay, so we're now looking at Antigua and Barbuda, and we would like to call on the students to receive their prize. We have with us Ms. Sandra Derrick. She is a board member of the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange, and she will be handing over the prizes on our behalf. Ms. Derrick, are you there? Are we showing Antigua and Barbuda? I think we're showing St. Kitts and Nevis. Can you show Antigua and Barbuda, please? Thank you. There we are. Okay. Hello students of the Irene B. Williams Secondary School, Great Magnus End. We will now call on Miss Sandra Derrick, and I see she's positioned there. And we call on the first team member, Javon Simon. He is receiving a gift bag, which is also a drawstring bag that he can use, and there are goodies inside, and he's also receiving a certificate of participation. Thank you. Next team member is Mr. Raphael Davis. And the next student is Leonid Julian. I hope I'm pronouncing these names correctly. He's a tall one. Congratulations. We have Ronnie Kane. I'm actually not seeing Sandra Derrick on the screen. Congratulations. And then we will now recognize our teacher guide, Miss Antonia Sampson. She's also receiving a gift bag as well as a certificate of appreciation. Thank you. We appreciate all the teachers who take the time out to work with the students. We know it's an additional task that you have to do, and so we know that you're doing this for the benefit of the children, and we appreciate you. Thank you. We also would like to now hand over an award. So we're still in Antigua, award for the school, and we will call on the principal, Miss Ursula Willock, to receive that plaque. Congratulations to the Irene B. Williams Secondary School, Great Magnets Entertainment, or Enterprise, sorry. ENT is what they call themselves. And congratulations on your commendable performance. We now head over to the Commonwealth of Dominica. Do we have you on camera, Dominica? We were having some challenges earlier. Oh, there we are. And as you can see, the whole auditorium is filled with supporters. So in Dominica, the school that claimed the Country Winner Prize was the Arthur Waldron Seventh-day Adventist Academy, and their team name is the Market Masters. So congratulations to the team. And we will now call on the students to receive their prizes. Khalid Collier. Congratulations, Khalid. We'll now call on Abeni Turney. Congrats. Ivana McGlaw. Jaim Sylvester. And Sherem Timothy. Congratulations to all of the students. We'll now call on their teacher guides, Ms. Imelda Bacchus. Elisha Durand. And now I'll call on Mrs. Sari Roll, the principal. Carlotta Challenger was unable to attend, so if Mrs. Sari Roll will accept the plaque on behalf of the school for the Country Winner Award. So congratulations to the entire school of Arthur Waldron Seventh-day Adventist Academy Market Masters. And now we move on to Grenada. And in Grenada, we will be recognizing Grenada Boys Secondary School, Boys on the Hill Investment. Okay, first we'll recognize Mr. Tahir Ijadar. If you can zoom out your mic a little bit so we can see the person receiving the award, please. Sorry, zoom out the camera, not the mic. Thank you. Students, paying attention. Okay, there we go. Tahir Jadar, sorry. They're asking if you can tilt the camera up just a little. And zoom out just a little more so we can see. Thank you to the ECCB agency officers for giving us a hand in ensuring that we can have these award ceremony in the various countries. Okay, so you can hand over to Mr. Tahir Ijadar. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Then we move on to Keroni Frederick.
Yes.
And handing the prizes is Aquila Pierre. She's a broker-dealer out of Grenada Corp Bank. Then we have Damien Dominique.
Come back.
I think they're taking pictures. Next we have Damien Dominique.
That's what. You'll have to look.
Then we move on to Van Buren Junior Forester. Congratulations. Jamal Gilbert. We have Colin Lewis. So those are the 6 students, and we now recognize teacher guide Joycelyn Emmons. Nice, congratulations. We invite the principal, Mr. Kenny James, to receive the plaque on behalf of the school. Congratulations to Team Boys on the Hill. I neglected to indicate when we were in Dominica that Rosemary Sweeney, ECCB country manager, was the person handing over the awards on our behalf. So thank you, Rosemary. We'll now move on to Saint Lucia. Well, actually, let's go to St. Kitts and Nevis first. Yes, let's go to St. Kitts and Nevis first. Karina Brown of the ECSE will be handing over the awards, and the school is Sadler's Secondary School. The team is Innovative Traders. Congratulations, Sadler's. And we now move on to recognizing the students. Mr. Trevor Nisbet. Congratulations. We now recognize Annie Michelle Ventura. Oh, she's absent. So let's recognize Onique Finch. Congratulations, Onique. And then we go to Genevieve Mills Jr. Genevieve Mills Jr. Mylin Liebert. Congratulations. Elena Isaiah. Congratulations to Team Innovative Traders. Let's now move on to the teacher guide, Miss Sabrina Matthew. Thank you, teachers. Miss Shanika French. Okay, Miss Shanika is not present. So we go on to Miss Andreana French. Andreana French. Okay, and now the principal, Miss Julia Byron Isaac, will accept the plaque on behalf of the school. Okay, so Mr. Morris, who's the Ministry of Education rep, is accepting on behalf of the school. Thank you, Mr. Francil Morris. Congratulations to the team. Let's go to Saint Lucia. Choiseul Secondary School. Took me a very long time to be able to pronounce that, but I got it now. CHSS Emerging Investors. We start with recognizing Danita Francois. And I'm not seeing well, but I believe Yasmin of Bank of St. Lucia, broker-dealer rep, is the one handing over the prizes. Congratulations. And we have Leo Leo Eileen. It's French. Students, do better in French, okay? Don't be like me. You need to learn your languages, French, Spanish, etc. Congratulations. Then we move on to Kelana Mercier. Okay, the student is not there, so someone will accept on her behalf. Then we move on to Gianna Didier. Anez Donnelly. And then the sixth student, Rikella Xavier. We also have, congratulations. We also have 3 teacher guides to recognize, Miss Cheryl Ann James. Congrats. Mrs. Stephanie Theophane Charles. And then we have Miss Gemma Auguste. Congratulations, Team CHSS Emerging Investors. We now ask Principal Makarian Ogier. French students, help me out. Okay. To receive the plaque on behalf of the school. Congratulations, CHS investors. Sorry, emerging investors. And now we get to Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. So first, we recognize you as country winners because Adelphi Secondary would have emerged winners in the intra-country phase, and then they participated in the regional phase where they were awarded the overall champion award. So let's recognize them as intra-country winners first. So Adelphi Secondary School, Adelphi Enterprise, we are recognizing Cheyenne Brown. Oh, can I invite Tizia Nero of ECSC and Samantha Lewis of the ECSRC, that's Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange, Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission, to assist with handing out the prizes. So Cheyenne Brown, you can come on stage and receive your prize. Cheyenne Brown. Cheyenne Brown. Then we have Deandra Peters. You can do those after. We then have Devroni Williams. Delon Franklin. Durante Robinson. Somebody tickle him, tickle him. We have Kionzo Simon. And now we recognize the hardworking teachers who supported the students and guided them. We have Nadik Brown. And we have Jennifer Scott. And we ask the principal, Miss Anis Latham, to receive the plaque on behalf of the school. So congratulations to Team Adelphi Enterprise. So we'll now recognize the regional prizes. First, we're actually going to award a prize to the video submissions. So what we did this year is we thought that to encourage the students to put out more quality videos, this time around we're going to recognize prizes so that we can get, more work being done into the videos. And so today we recognize two winners. We looked at the creative approach to the video, that's creativity, and then we also looked at the video that outlined, clearly outlined their strategic approach. So the schools don't know that they're receiving this award. We'll first play the first video, and this video goes to the school that presented the most creative approach in terms of compilation of their video. We may need to replay it, we're not hearing the audio. Having a little technical difficulty. Bear with us while we get it sorted. Thanks.
Not that market, the investment market.
Every day, we assess our trading costs, look at the activities that might affect the share. We took a risk and bought it while the price was low because there might be profits in it. So that's something interesting.
So what happens if there's a chance the share price might drop?
When we sold to secure our profits, profits from shares and we sold to further diversify our portfolios.
Can investor activity influence the market?
That's true though, but you can't be quick to sell high-risk shares. So we allocated ourselves in companies we might be investing in.
The market is not unpredictable.
That's true, but it's okay to be protected. We invest in us about the decisions, help to minimize losses. And that's basically it. Well, that sounds interesting. Please, only my job.
Okay, we will. Goodbye.
Bye. So today, take a risk and join the game.
Be a market master and earn your fame.
Invest smart, diversify, and you'll see a prosperous future for you and me.
Market masters, your future, your fortune.
Okay, so congratulations to the Commonwealth of Dominica, Arthur Waldron, Seventh-day Adventist Academy, Team Market Masters. Can we get a little clip of Dominica? So, yes, so you won the prize for the most creative approach to your video, and your school will be getting a check for $250 to ensure that you enjoy a nice little treat for that production. Thank you. That's not Dominica, the big room, auditorium. Okay. Congratulations. And then we will show the next video. This video, they won the prize for the most well-articulated strategic approach. So let's show the video so we can determine who the winner is, please.
We are the CHSS Emerging Investors, Saint Lucia's Future Investors, investment brokers and issuers.
The opportunity to be invested in the stock market is one we will definitely treasure. It has worked in our interest investing in stock.
How did we decide on what to buy?
We looked at the nature of the business and invested primarily in companies whose business activity was in line with our investment strategy of wealth creation and growth through sustainable investments, achieving high financial returns whilst promoting technological development and sustainable outcomes.
These companies include Dominica Solar Limited, Young Regal Technology Services Limited, and A+ Hardware and Home Center. In addition, we also took into account the company's profitability, vision, core values, dividend policy and payments, historical share price, strategic outlook, long-term sustainability, potential for future growth, as well as the challenges and risks that we face.
For example, we purchase shares in ULF because it is a monopoly with the potential for its stock value to increase in the future. And in Elite, because we saw it as a high-value company, although the share price declined.
How did we decide on how much to buy?
The decision on how much to purchase was influenced by the market news and the ECSE daily market reports. In cases where the market news was favorable in terms of future growth in companies, we purchased additional shares. Further, when the daily market report revealed falling share prices for companies that were in sync with our vision, we purchased more shares in the hope of selling when share price increased.
How did we decide on what to sell and how much to sell? We sold in the hope of making a profit and increasing our capital to purchase additional shares in the companies we deemed to be more profitable or which align with our investment strategy.
What did we learn from participating in the investment competition? We were able to
identify a number of factors such as government decisions and weather conditions that affect share price. Learn terms and concepts related to the stock exchange such as those presented in the financial case.
Analyzing the different company profiles to decide in which ones we should invest enables us to examine the ways the businesses position themselves to take advantage of opportunities and deal with challenges presented to them in the market. As emerging investors, the competition has also developed an appreciation of the volatility of the stock market.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to participate in this competition.
So congratulations to Choiseul Secondary School, CHSS Emerging Investors. We also recognize CHSS Emerging Investors as the runners-up to the regional program. So they came second in terms of the overall score. Just to let the public know, this score is based on portfolio valuation, 60% and 40% weighting on the strategic approach and in terms of the strategic decision. So that is how the competition is scored. And so they came second, and they will have some silver lapel pins that will be shared with them. So let's get to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the overall champion. So congratulations to Adelphi Secondary School. You received the top score for the overall champion. We did also have Anguilla participate. So Anguilla and Dominica, they have one high school, and as a result, we allow them to either forego the intra-country round or they can submit more than one group. So they decided to forego the intra-country round. But thank you, Anguilla, for participating in the regional round this time. So to indicate that we don't have a physical thing to give you, but we have provided the students, each student, with $150 cash. This is just to start you off to saving so that you can, by the time you're an adult, you can put some aside for investing, because in order to invest on this stock exchange, you have to be 18 years old or older. So the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has accommodated you, and I think all of your accounts are now set up with the funds in it. In terms of the teachers, they will be receiving a waiver of broker fees when you have your first investment with any of the brokers. We have First Citizen Investment Services here, and we have Bank of St. Vincent and Grenadines. So whenever you're ready to do your investment, your broker-dealer fees will be waived. Okay? And we also have a prize, and I just realized the brokers are behind there. So I'll ask both of them to come up to hand over the $5,000 check to the school for winning the Regional Champion Award. So we have broker representatives from FCIS. We have Mr. Gabriel David, and we have from Bank of St. Vincent and Grenadines, Tabisha Joseph. And they would have worked closely with, they actually were working closely with some of the teams. I believe Tabisha was assigned to Adelphi Secondary, correct? Yes. So we'll call on the principal of the school to receive the check. And of course, there is a real check that you will be receiving, but for photo purposes, congratulations. We deal with EC currency here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the ECCU. Congratulations again. Woohoo! Okay, so we have a trophy. We are recognizing that the trophy is a Sir K. Dwight Venner Regional Champion Award. We've decided that going forward we will honor Sir K. Dwight Venner. He is a former governor of the ECCB and pioneer, and I think he was born in St. Vincent and Grenadines as well. Exactly. So it was fortuitous. He is the pioneer of the money and capital market development initiatives, inclusive of development of the Eastern Caribbean Securities Market in 2001 and a regional government securities market in 2002, to create more efficiency in mobilizing and allocating resources to contribute to the reduction of costs to companies and governments in terms of raising capital and to increase returns to investors and to, of course, engender overall growth of the economy. So we would like to recognize him by referring to this award, and it is inscripted as the Sir K. Dwight Venner Regional Champion Award. And of course, the award goes to the School of Adelphi Secondary School. We'll ask Mr. Jaron Burnett of the ECSC to hand over, and let's get two students this time around. Since two of the students are making a presentation shortly, perhaps you can get those two students to receive the trophy, and of course we will organize for group photos after. Congratulations to Adelphi Secondary School. You have bragging rights. You're the regional champion of the second annual Regional Schools Investment Competition. Congratulations. I now invite Ms. Cheyenne Brown and Miss Deandra Peters, student representatives of Adelphi Enterprise, to say a few remarks.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cheyenne Brown, and this is my teammate, Deandra Peters. We are thrilled to be here today to share our experience in the second annual Regional Schools Investment Competition, hosted by the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange and its partner organizations. When this competition was advertised, it was suggested by our teachers that we should represent our school, the Adelphi Secondary School, and enter the Regional Schools Investment Competition, which targeted both secondary and college students across the Eastern Caribbean. The competition was in two phases: the intra-country phase, where we competed against schools in our country, and the regional phase, where we faced off 6 outstanding schools from across the Eastern Caribbean. Finding the right word to describe how extremely proud we are that our school emerged victorious in both phases is difficult to do. Okay. Despite the challenges and setbacks we faced from the passage of Hurricane Beryl. Nevertheless, we are proud to say that we, the Adelphi Enterprise, stand here today Nevertheless, we are proud to say that the Adelphi Enterprise of Adelphi Secondary School in St. Vincent and the Grenadines emerged as regional champions. Yes, Adelphi, we are now on the map regionally. Look out for us.
Competing in this challenge was an incredible experience, as we were quite limited as it relates to investing knowledge. It tested our ability to analyze stocks, make investment decisions, and manage portfolio under real-life conditions. The competition was intense, and at times, we had to make tough decisions, whether to buy stocks or to hold and sell. Our decisions were guided by the market news announcements and the ECSE Daily Trade Report update to see how well we performed, if we had made the right decisions when purchasing or selling. When things didn't go the way we wanted it to, at that point we wanted to give up. However, we remained focused with the mentoring of our teachers, collaborating effectively, and trusting that our overall strategy of building a diverse portfolio to not only spread risk but also maximize potential returns would work. One of the most exciting moments was seeing our investments grow and then realizing that the skills we were developing could be applied in real life. During the selection process, our team had to thoroughly research various industries and consider both international and regional trends. We held discussions to decide which companies and assets were most likely to perform well based on the current market conditions. We needed to ensure that we stayed up to date with the daily news and adjusted strategies quickly. Throughout this experience, I learned the importance of diversification and how to manage risk in a portfolio. We also learned about the value of communication and collaboration in making informed decisions.
The most important part of this journey was the lessons that we learned. We discovered the value of adaptability, patience, critical thinking, and keeping your emotions in check, which are essential skills, not just investing, but in life. We also learned that teamwork is key. Every decision we made was a collective effort, and our success was a direct result of our ability to work together under pressure with the guidance from our teachers. Beyond the competition, we gained valuable financial knowledge. We learned about the stock market, portfolio diversification, and the management of risk. Before this competition, investing seems like something only professionals did. Now, we understand that financial literacy is a skill set every young person should have, and we are grateful for this opportunity to develop it. As we, the Adelphi Enterprise, stand here today, we feel incredibly grateful for this experience afforded to us by the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange and their partners, the Eastern Caribbean Securities Regulatory Commission, and the ECSE member licensed broker-dealers.
We also extend our heartfelt appreciation to our teachers, mentors, classmates, and well-wishers who guided us along the way. This competition has truly been an educational journey, equipping us with the financial knowledge and skills that will benefit us for years to come. To our fellow students, we encourage you to embrace financial literacy. The earlier you start learning about investments and money management, the better prepared you'll be for the future. Once again, thank you to everyone who've made this opportunity possible. It has been an honor to represent the Adelphi Secondary School and St. Vincent and the Grenadines in this prestigious competition. We look forward to applying what we've learned and continuing the journey of financial empowerment. Thank you.
It is always such a pleasure to hear from the students themselves in terms of the experience they've had. So thank you for that. And we hope that all of you and even the students who did not participate will now look forward to participate in the upcoming competitions. It is a process and you will learn as you go along and get better skills, and even I'm sure the teachers are learning a little bit as well. So we thank you for participating and at least getting the information so that you can now empower yourselves to go and learn more. Okay, so we're wrapping up very quickly. We're moving along quickly. We are now at the stage where we will be presenting the vote of thanks. Before I call on the person presenting vote of thanks, I just wanted to let you know, especially for the adults, we're having a panel discussion this afternoon from 2 to 4 in the same area where we will be discussing the Securities Exchange, the Commission, the brokers, opportunities to invest, and then you can also ask your questions to learn more about how you can get started, okay? So if anybody wants to come this afternoon between 2 and 4, you're invited to do so. We're also live streaming, so you could tune in on YouTube as well. Okay, so I just wanted to put that plug there because the more education we get out there, the more people are able to ask questions and clarify certain things, the better it is. I'd like to call on Tabisha Joseph. She's the ECSE registered representative at the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and she will close off the session with the vote of thanks. Thank you.
A pleasant good morning to everyone. Okay, I have been given the task of thanking everyone who have participated in this competition and who have made it possible. Sometimes we say that, the vote of thanks is probably the hardest thing to do because you don't want to miss out anyone so that anyone will feel offended. So I hope that I will recognize, and if I do forget anybody, please forgive me. Okay, so as we conclude this memorable award ceremony, it is my honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee. I therefore take this opportunity to say thank you to the many organizations and persons who made this award ceremony possible. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to the Ministries of Education across the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union for endorsing and supporting this important initiative to enhance financial and investment literacy within our youth population. Secondly, I would like to thank all the secondary schools, as well as the principal, teachers, and students who took advantage of the opportunity to participate in the Regional Schools Investment Competition. Thirdly, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, and particularly the Corporate Relation Department, and the ECCB agent offices in the region of Antigua and Barbuda, Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines for their valuable assistance in the preparation and implementation of this second annual School Investment Competition Award Ceremony and Investment Forum. Fourthly, I would like to thank the team members, the planning committee organization who were involved in the preparation and planning of the award ceremony. I also take this opportunity to thank Mr. Omarian Denny, who would have accepted our invitation to do the morning prayer. Usually, sometimes it is hard to find people to do prayer at ceremonies. Nobody don't want to pray, I don't know why. I also take this opportunity to thank our speaker, Mr. Anson Lachman, for accepting our invitation to be here to encourage the student to start to invest early. Okay? When you start small, as he used the analogy, you will see it grow into a big tree. Okay? So don't think that it is too little for me to start. Start now and watch your investment grow. I also take this opportunity to thank VC3 for being here, streaming our program, so that those who are not here can be able to, who weren't able to make it, can view it online. I thank Mr. Dwayne Bailey, our photographer, for being here as well. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you, the Adelphi Secondary School, for participating. And even though I'm giving the vote of thanks, I take this opportunity to say congratulations. You have done well. Yes, I thank all of you for being here, and also those who are viewing online, the students across the Caribbean as well who have participated. We thank you, and we also say thanks for your support and enthusiasm that you have added to the joy of this celebration. Once again, thanks to all of you present and online for your valuable contribution and participation. You have made this award ceremony a special and a memorable occasion. Thank you, and we look forward to your greater participation and support in the coming years. Thanks once again.
Thank you, Tabisha. And this brings us to the end of the ceremony this morning. We ask that the students and teachers stay back so we can have some photos, and there are also some refreshments that you can partake in. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day, and see some of you later at the panel discussion at 2. Thank you.